One thing that often isn't talked about in a lot of instructional videos is counting stitches and straight edges and how important they really are. It is very important to know how many stitches you're starting off with. When you're doing a pattern, it is going to show you at the end of each row a lot of times. It doesn't always, but it will show you how many stitches you're going to need. Like this one here is 86 double crochets, 12 chains, and 2 spaces. A lot of times you're not going to have something that difficult when you first start off with. Like this one here, I just did a little swatch just to show you what I'm talking about. I chained 20, have a count of 19 stitches for my beginning row, okay, including that turning chain here. Now what I did is I came down, chained, and I come across here, and I came up here and I started off okay. I did my chain 3, I did my double crochet into my next stitch and came across, but I missed that turning crochet. I wasn't counting. I didn't realize I only had 18 stitches. So my next row, not paying attention, I did my chain 3, put my double crochet into that same stitch. So I have 2 into this first one now, and I double crocheted across. But again, I missed this chain on the end. So you can see how it's a little wonky. It's not straight. Now I realize, okay, well, I go up, I do my chain 3, and I go across, and I actually get that chain this time. Now I have 17, but I do it right the rest of the way up. See how much straighter they are, how nice they look? But the problem is I'm missing 2 stitches. I only have 17 stitches on here. Only way to fix this would be to literally frog it all out, and yes, that is a term, back down to my base row, my row 1, and start all over again. This is why if you're counting as you go and you notice, oh shoot, I'm missing a stitch here, what did I mess up? You can go back and usually find your error within a row or 2 and not have to undo an entire day's worth of work if you weren't paying attention. So I want you to make sure that you count all of your stitches. If you need to use stitch markers, use stitch markers. If you want to put one in every 10 or so, until you get used to doing it, that's fine. I lose count a lot, so I understand it, but when you're doing smaller works like this, it's not so bad. But now if you're wondering, well, how do I count these stitches if I lose track? Okay, double crochet is very easy to find it on. Okay, so we're counting the first chain as a stitch. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I had pulled off 5 of them. Or if you look at the top, you got your chain, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay? You can count all these little V's. And see, this is going to make a V there. And we'll go into 13 over here. But those are your ways for counting that. And then also you got your rows. And it's easier on double crochet again. But you see 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, 4 rows, 5 rows, 6 rows, 7 rows. Now this one here is actually a half double crochet and a slip. But you see how nice and even my edges are. I forgot which direction it went when I first picked it up. There was some of the glitter coming off of it. No, but you see nice even edges. This is my seam for it. It's very simple. I'll show you guys how to do that when we get to the final project of making this. But you can see how there's kind of squares. So this is a row, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can count the rows easy on this one. Sometimes you just have to find where the repeat is. This is a half double crochet and a slip stitch put next to each other, and I'm picking up some weird stuff. And then you got something like this that are my gloves. You can see the double crochets are easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I get a little funky here. These are front and back loops, but you can see, okay, there's a row, there's a row, and then this was my cast on here, or my chains to start. So you just, learning your rows, you'll figure out what they look like as you're working on each project, because it's going to look slightly different whether you're doing a single crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, or whatever. So you'll learn by looking at it what it looks like to figure out. These are each a pair of stitches here, each one of these little squares on this one. versus when you're looking at individual stitches. So again, if you have any questions, please make sure to ask me. If you have any ideas of anything you would like to learn that I haven't gone over yet, please give me shoot me a message or comment underneath here, or comment on the community page. Make sure to show us some of your work. Share what you've done for your swatches from your double crochet. And if it looked wonky, go ahead and rework it and try it again, and making sure to focus on your stitch count and your tension too. Your tension will make a big difference too about keeping your edges straight. If you do loose one row and tight another row, that's going to make a big difference also. We'll see y'all in the next video.